Hey guys, so today's a day in the life of me, which has been raw vegan for 2.5 years, been vegan for coming up to 7 years, and binge free for 7 years now. So I thought this is a different style of video than what I usually do, and you deserve it. Like, I've just hopped on break from my day, so it's about 3:30, and yeah, I thought this would be beneficial. I like to get out and walk here, but as you can see here in Melbourne right now, it is very fresh. So yeah, the sky is just, it's like a big fog. It's foggy as right now. So what I like to do is when I get on my break, I like to just go out for a bit of a walk. I just did yoga before, so I actually should have turned the camera on for that, because being at the desk all day, like the neck really gets stretched, and shoulders and that. So just gotta make sure to keep these things up. Like, as soon as I go out for a walk and I do a bit of stretching, it's like a full reset for me. The good thing is, since being raw vegan, my energy levels are so solid throughout the day. Like, it's just there. I keep on forgetting where to look. I've got this little thing on my camera that shows me what the actual picture is, but then it distracts me from actually looking at the camera. So anyway, my energy is very good throughout the day. It's incredible. Like, the energy levels are great. Even this morning I did wake up a bit tired. My circadian rhythm with my sleep was a bit out. Like, I woke up and I was coming out of a dream and my alarm woke me up, which isn't particularly ideal. Usually I wake up before my alarm, but I do have it on because I had a lot of stuff to get done today. So yeah, it just woke me up and I felt like immediately just sluggish and not ready for the day. But this is cool. I like this camera. But yeah, the energy I feel now is very solid and continual throughout the day. Whereas before I was raw vegan, even when I was vegan, I would feel quite sluggish and I would feel the weight of the day. Like, I would definitely feel it, and I would be a bit more tired. I'd be a little bit more drained, like, just generally, especially if I had a big day. Whereas now, I'm able to really just go through the days, and it's good. It's great. So I was thinking of some content today that I was going to post. One of them being my journey just in these last 2.5 years, when and more specifically, like, how I've come to stay. Oh, better be quick here. How I've come to stay raw vegan during all these different challenges that have come up in my life. Like, that is something that I definitely want to, and I will post a bit more about for you guys, because I believe it's very beneficial, because I've gone through grief and death, especially in the last year. There's been my grandfather who passed away, and my very close friend who passed away, which I was in recovery with when I was drinking and getting all messed up, 10 years ago. So unfortunately, yeah, they both passed away, and it's just dealing with that, just in general. But I want to tailor it specifically of dealing with that and dealing with it while staying raw vegan. Also, I've had a business fail twice, working through that. I've had breakups twice. Well, a bit more than twice, but the big breakups for me, where I was with my exes for a while and still remaining raw vegan. So there's been a lot of life challenges, especially in the last 7 years. You know, why I say 7 years is because I'm coming up very soon now to being 7 years vegan and binge free. And that has been a huge, oh man, look at this. Even though this is an amazing view, oh my goodness, this is so wet. It is a good view though, hey? I love it out here. This is why I love walking. Yeah, so what was I saying? Even though 7 years ago, my life was so shot through with my health, seriously like all over the place with my health, inflammation, constipation, rashes all over my body. My skin was all jacked up too. You know, this is going back about 10 years ago, but it started to get worse progressively the more I binged on food and I would eat just whatever to try and feel good. So the reason why, 7 years ago is I've had challenges since then, even though I haven't binged. And when I transitioned to raw vegan, I transitioned back to vegan, and then I transitioned to raw vegan again 2.5 years ago. But throughout that time, which by the way, best decision I've ever made. I'm so happy for my health, and internally I'm so happy that I made that change. And I'm very grateful, extremely grateful. I'm just gonna take a seat for a bit. Because it's been one of the single best decisions that I've ever made in my life. And when I was raw vegan for 2 years, there was certain things that I wasn't doing that I'm doing now. The fasting, the sprouting, the concentration on the raw living foods. And I have a level of surrender and alignment that I didn't have 4.5 years ago when I made that decision to go back to vegan and have cooked foods again. It's more of a comfort thing, and I felt like I was content, enough at that point. But it took me a while to realize, throughout that time I had a pull to continue to go raw vegan, and I just kept on putting it off. Not necessarily the first year that I was back being vegan, but definitely the second year there was a major pull, and I just listened to it and took action. So, but yeah, there's been challenges. There's been a lot of challenges that have taken place that during that time that I've worked through. And it's those challenges that I really want to share the content around, and just my stories and lessons around staying on this path, and particularly with people that I help as well. The other day I was thinking of just a moment of what I was like when I first started to get sober 10 years ago. Like, there's different seasons of life, and this is certainly one season that it's just very different. It's just like really, really different. And there's different challenges that come up in it. Like back then, just staying sober was very difficult. And for me to even see it was a problem for such a long period of time was a big issue for me. It was very hard to get honest with that. Really hard to get honest with that. But I managed to do that, and it's been a journey. It's definitely been a journey since then. So, but yeah, living this lifestyle today, being raw vegan, like I said before, I definitely wouldn't change it. I'm really grateful for the amount of things that have come into my life, even though not every day is easy. Just life in general, not necessarily raw vegan. But you do have those thoughts. And I made a video about this as well. Like, you do have the thoughts of food and cooked food come up from time to time. And I talked about this in my previous YouTube video. if I don't work through them and I just stop, okay, well then it's going to be even more painful in the long run. But in the short term pain for me, if I choose, the more pain I'm in mentally, more so physical pain as well, but mentally, and given that I can work through that, I grow more and more. And that's what I'm focusing on more today, because I want to grow more. I want to grow my life more. I want to have more things come up in my life. I want to grow spiritually more. So yeah, this is a very different video to what I usually do. I thought it's relevant to the people that watch and people to really get to know me, like what my life looks like at the other end of just the camera and the lens, like what I'm actually doing day to day. And this is one of the things. I like to walk. I like to get out. I don't know how long this has been, 10, 15 minutes. Usually I walk 30 minutes, but I'm not going to do that with the camera in the hand the whole time. Yeah, it's been good. So if you want to see more stuff like this, just let me know. And also, if you're struggling in any of these areas with the binge eating, with the transition to raw, and you have had challenges in your life and they derailed you or you can't get back to it, just click a link down below, book a call with me, and we can have a bit of a chat to see what we can potentially do and a plan of action for you to get you back on track so you can experience that level of freedom and level of stability and growth that we all want. I want. You know, I still ask for help for things many times because I want to grow as well. So, all the best, guys. See ya.